Real Women, Real Issues with Teresa Milani. And this morning I've got Stéphanie Rottet, who is from Switzerland and has spent a few years living in Canada. I think she can be best described as a lover of life, a lover of business, a lover of people. She's a coach and a spiritual mentor. Welcome.
Thank you, Teresa. So happy to be with you this morning.
And it's a delight to have you. So I'll just kick off by asking you, what's it like for you being a woman?
Wow, well, that's a very wide question. What it's for me to be alive, a woman, a man, I think it's really the essence of life that is driving me. And to be a woman in this lifetime is to be a servant of love. It's really through business, through personal relationships, or through even the relationship with myself, with my heart, with my body. It's really about embracing love. And I think us women are the goddess, the divine energy of love. And men also, but we do have a different dance on this earth to do. I love being a woman for just being this flow of love. It's easier to be speaking about love, to be an expression of love when we are in a women body. So I'm very, very grateful. It is, though, also a beautiful gift to be able to bring this essence to men in business. I do work with a lot of men around the world, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of people who have a beautiful sense of success, but then yet want to expand and to multiply that success, to take it. My gift is to take them into another dimension of success, and really have a grasp of what is success truly. So being a woman gives me this joy and playfulness as well. It's all about movement. It's all about the juice and the energy. I'm very grateful to be a woman.
Yeah, I can really feel this when you're saying it.
Yes. Yeah, it's part of the gift as well to really nurture. When we nurture love in our heart, is to, when we do something, like even now we're connecting and through computers. You're in the UK, I'm in Switzerland, but it's really about being together and connecting on such a heart level. And again, if I always bring back to business or back to relationships in general, our relationship with our kids, our relationship with our partners, with our neighbors, with our employees, if we have employees, or business partners, it's really about being present. And it's really about being in love in that moment. So, it's really about taking everything into more light when we are in this connection. And even though I don't see you or touch you, I feel you. I'm there with you. And we've had just a couple of minutes before starting the show to connect and say hello. And this is a gift. It's like, I'm with you. I'm playing with you right now. So thank you.
No, you're most welcome. And I can actually feel the spirit of you playing. And, we're talking about being in different countries because I feel your energy.
Yeah, it's about an intention too, eh? Like even I always, you'll notice this, I always bring back to business, because a lot of people listening to us and for the future generations is we are driven by business in this world. We're driven by money, driven by success, and we want more and more. And the major crisis, the major block that I see in everything is we are running and focusing so much on these things out there, and we forget this most precious thing that we have. This is our success, like right now, right this moment. And a lot of us, we know it here. We know it's a knowledge, it's a theory, it's a concept, it's a philosophy. But to actually live it is the key to enhance everything. And I do truly speak about health as well. My own journey has led me to understand how I can heal my body. I'm talking about cancers, so I'm not just talking about a flu. And this is through this energy of love. And then to take my whole business to a global size because of the energy of love, because of releasing the ego and opening deeper to the breath of life, to the breath of love. And so this is not just a concept. It's you are now. I'm very lucky to be a place where I have lived all of this essence. What I'm going to share with you and with your audience is really something that I am living. It's not a concept. I'm not going to share anything that I just know here. This is my promise to you in the podcast.
This is very, very beautiful. You mentioned success a few times. How would you say, what is success for you?
Success for me, it's a revelation of who I am. And it's a connection with life and love themselves. And it's being. It's being. I actually mentioned this yesterday evening to my man. I had been gone for a few days on business to Amsterdam and Brussels, came back very late on Saturday night. Yesterday was the day of reconnection with him, and reconnection with myself in my home and in my environment. And I celebrated success. This is success to me. It's not how much money we make. It's not how much clients we have. It's how much we are. It truly is. And I did say to my man, I said, I am one of the richest women in the world. I am here with you. I am fully present and I'm enjoying our home, enjoying what we are creating, enjoying this ride of life of dancing with our fears, with our growth, with our challenges. And this art of dancing with all of those elements is success. When we can do it with grace and with ease. And hey, it's hard at times, eh? You know, when you lose a relationship, when somebody die in your neighborhood, in your family, when you hear you're sick, you know, lots of things. When you hear you're losing a job, there are lots of challenges out there. But I always relate to the bigger plan. Why is this happening to me? Why? It is a gift. I just need to open the box and see the gift. And often we're just scared to open the box. We're afraid because it's something we have been, oh, I don't want to see it. You know, it's like something we've put in this box unconsciously. Being alive and being in love is the essence of having the courage to open that box and joyfully receive what's in there, as nasty as it can be. And I truly have lived some nasty things and opened to it deeper, which has really built my strength and which has built my success. My success is being alive, being joyful of being alive. We have all this concept, you know, oh yeah, life is short and, you know, let's make it the best as we can as we are here. Are we really? Are we really? There's a nonsense going on. It's about having this concept in our head and not living it in our heart. And something really touched me deeply, Teresa, when we connected earlier. And you said, well, think of this, like this is going to be something, a legacy. This podcast is going to be something you leave behind for when we're not there anymore. And I'm like, it touched me so deeply. You must have seen it. It really hit a chord. I'm like, what would I want to say to people being an employee, being wanting to build a business, or being the CEO of a big firm, or being the biggest creator of a huge invention, or being just a multi-billionaire that is there doing nothing, just enjoying money and wanting to create more. It doesn't matter who we are, or just a single mom at home. It doesn't matter. We could be even the president of a big country, even a small. a president, you know, just having responsibilities.
Mm.
What would I want to share today to people deeply? And I even put myself, I'm not on this earth anymore, and I'm sharing this. And I would say, don't miss life. Don't miss it. And it starts every single morning by the breath and being connected in everything you're doing. In business, I see a lot of people being so much in the head and worrying about, you know, the next client, the next deal, the next invention, the next project. And all of this is taking them so focused outside, so focused in the head, creating, wanting, and searching and suffering. Life is missing often. Life itself is missing. And when we think about it, it's a little bit crazy because it could be like you see a robot doing its job, you know, but there's no life in a robot. It's just doing a specific job. Do we really want to be robots? You know, to me, that's not success. Now, it could be success to someone, and I'm not here to judge. My joy and my success is to have found a way to greet life and the essence of love in my body so deeply. It does not matter if I have a partner or not. I've been single for stretches in my life. I've been married twice. I have a multifaceted type of lifestyle. Scared alone, happy alone, scared in a relationship, alone in a relationship, and then happy by myself. And then I think the orgasm of life and the true essence of success is to be happy with someone and happy to serve. And when I say serve, is really being in our life mission, is having an idea of what we're here for and wanting to share our gifts. But we are truly aligned with our ultimate calling, is to actually serve the divine, the creator, the universe, God, however you call it, you know, to serve that energy and honoring the reason why we're on this earth and then serving. So now let's go back to women who would be at home with children. Some of them have a career, some of them have an employment, some of them don't do anything but taking care of the children, which is a big mission, which is a big career in its own. It really doesn't matter as long as we serve God. And again, I'm going to use God because it's a very beautiful name. I like the resonance of God, but it's, again, whatever you guys call it, all of you have your own beliefs, and I'm not here to tell you what to believe. Mm-hmm. But it's really about being in service to the Creator. And as a mom, you're actually serving the Creator deeply by being the mother, by being the leader, the leader by example. So as a mom, what you need to question yourself is not so much if you should go back to a business, if you should build a business, or if you should do this or should do that, is how can I best serve the Creator to be that role model for my kids, my children, his children, or to just think about what is the experience of life through me that those children will have. And when we really focus just on serving on that level, which is love, this is the best business we can build and the best lifestyle we can build. And when I talk again about business as a mother, even if she doesn't go out there in the world in a business sense or in an employment sense, she has a big job to do. And it is the joyful one to serve God and to serve by being the most profound leader for her children. The leader of love. We are all leader of love. You know, we are. There is a movement world in light partners that I have been creating around the world, that I have been asked to create. It's so arrogant to say I'm the one creating it. I'm just the one putting it together, because that's my relationship with God. He's asked me, bring people back there. Show, I don't have children myself, but I see every single people that I touch as my children. It is that same role. We're in a dance where we think we are something. I'm nothing. I'm you. I'm them. I'm everything. So it's like, how can I bring that energy in my business? How can I bring that energy in my relationship? How can I bring that energy in my family? That is the energy of love, the energy of life. And from that place, we can create everything and it turns into success. We don't have to think about success. That is success. So for those of you who are listening, and maybe Teresa and I are no longer here. Maybe we are. If we are, hey, reach out if you have more questions. I'm always joyfully serving. You can find me on Facebook if that still exists. You can find me if we want something. We are, if it's meant to be, it will be. Teresa and I, we've been put together to create this show, to have this conversation. Thank you, Teresa, for asking these questions and for bringing that energy of what is the legacy you would like to leave after this podcast. If it was something that we're no longer here, you want to leave something, and I really hope it serves. So if you guys are listening, do think about you and your relationship with love and with life, and that is success. To the degree you can embrace love and life, that's the explosion of your success. Everything will be shown to you. And again, I'm not coming from a place where I'm sharing something just for the sake of being cool, being fashionable, or just bringing a big trend. I'm speaking from my guts and from my experience. The more you open to life and love, and the more God will play with you fully and bring everything you need. The finances, the connections, and you just need to relax and enjoy the ride. So we can read about it, we can hear about it, but until you do it and you relax and you really want to play this game fully, you will not know what success is. You will know success with stress, success with this one running the show, going after and thinking and what's next, and working hours. I see people working from morning till night nonstop, barely breathing, barely eating. And when they do, it's with no consciousness. That's not success. That's being a slave. And I have the picture of a slave being, you have the whip, and you got to work hard and for nothing. In the end of the day, what's the joy? What's the life? Do you really call that success? And again, I'm not here to judge. Maybe that is your desire for success, and only you know. But I'm here to say there is success with love, and there is success with ease that is beyond pleasurable. And if I wish something for you, I wish for every one of you to tap into that type of success, and then joyfully share it with the world around you. And together, if we all play that role, we all play that same game, we can transform our world and bring the business world and the motherhood world and the family and the dynamic of humans to a huge level of love. And we all want this. We all want this in the end. We're all searching this. It's hidden by all different motives and scenarios outside, but inside our heart is yearning for love. And we're all those creators. We're all these leaders of love in our own right. So do your part. Playfully and joyfully.
Very beautiful.
Yes.
You alluded there to, the busyness that goes on in our head, whether it's, the business that's to do with the business itself, or we're not well, or all of these other things. Do you have any because you've overcome a lot of struggles yourself, do you have any quick tips or advice that people can really utilize that will just even begin putting them on that road where they can actually begin to become more at peace, and hopefully it dominoes for them?
Yeah, of course, I can share what I'm doing every day.
Mm-hmm.
And this is my track. If I don't do it, I really derail. And this is every morning when I get up, is to start breathing and saying thank you. I'm alive. This is such a joy. And greet each breath as the vibration of love in my body. And I'm alive.
Mm.
I'm not a robot. A robot cannot do that.
True.
Right? I'm not
Yeah.
a robot. This is one little technique. If you expand on it, because this is just 30 seconds, but you just take time to breathe and to say, thank you, I'm alive. What do you want me to do today to serve you? That's my question every morning. What do you want me to do today to serve you? How can I serve you best today? And that brings a whole other dimension than coming your day by starting on your cell phone or starting writing your goals, or you've already done the day before. Okay, step 1, step 2, I'm going to do this, and this is priority. And so this is all from here. This is the absolute disconnection from love. It's the mental. It's not driven by God. So living a life driven by God, which is love, which is the energy, the source of life, is another dimension. If you want to try just 1 week, wake up, do your breathing like, wow, I'm alive. How can I serve today? How can I serve you? And then you'll see what magically happens. You know, a friend that connects you with a friend, and then this phone call that arrives, and then that person that connects with you on Facebook, and then this, and then that, and then you go. Now, ideally, this starts the day, and I usually take at least 20 minutes, half an hour, depending, like sometimes it's an hour. It depends my mood. It depends how, what has happened the day before. It depends, what kind of revelations I've had in my day, the day before. And it sets the pace for the next day. But there's nothing controlled from here and from like a plan. I need to, work on that plan. Now, some big business coaches will really go hard as, you got to start at this time, you got to finish at that time, you got to do this, you got to do that. I don't work like that at all. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it's a different energy. Now that I have tapped into success with ease and success with love and success being guided by the big boss, I'm not returning to somebody who's telling me do this, do this, do this, and you'll make millions. Because I'm not after the millions. I'm after a real life with success and joy and a huge happiness to be alive and to be sharing with my partner, sharing with my family. This is what I'm after. These are my millions. I told my man yesterday, I am one of the richest women on earth. And I mean it. I really am one very successful woman because I have tapped into this lifestyle where I have everything that I dreamt of, and now I just need to enjoy it. The craziness about us human is that we ask for something, then it's there, and then we want more. This is our suffering. I have everything I asked for. Now I need to enjoy it peacefully, joyfully, fully, right? With peace, with joy, fully. There's a nonsense to want more right now. There's a nonsense to want more than what you actually have right now. And until you have enjoyed it absolutely fully, every morning getting up, like, wow, I'm alive. Oh, wow, look at everything I have already. Like that, there's nonsense to ask for more because God is not going to honor that. Say, hey, you asked for ice cream, I gave you ice cream. Now you want a steak? Like, hey, eat your ice cream first. Ah, yeah, well, I got my ice cream, great. I want a steak. you have not eaten your ice cream. You get that?
Mm-hmm.
It's just a very simple, silly example. I mean, an ice cream. Who would want to eat a steak after an ice cream, right? But it doesn't matter. It gives you the picture of do enjoy this. You won't get success ever if you don't enjoy what already is your success. So, little technique, concrete, every morning, breathe and greet life and love. Ask how you can serve. Just ask how you can serve. And during the day, for me, it's important to go in nature. And if you live in a city, it's busy. There are parks everywhere. I've been traveling around the world. I've lived in big cities. You always find a park. And even if you have the excuse you don't have a park that is close by, there is a tree somewhere. Even if it's a small little tree, there is no excuse. You can find the absolute divine gift of nature around you anywhere you go. It can be a small flower somewhere. So my commitment is to go in nature and breathe life through that nature and connect with it. Success is not just personal goal that it has been reached or professional goal that has been reached, but it's also including planetary success. This is where, through the movement World in Light Partners, the idea is to bring people through practices, through specific techniques on how to bring that level of success, including the planetary. Because often as human, we're too driven about what can I make, as my personal goal, and then my professional goal, my money, my success, a lot of people, it's like, how can I be seen? My visibility, my credibility, my ego, right? So, like, to what degree are we really serving God? Serving why we're here. And to that degree that we can align with that, that's our ultimate calling, then that's our degree of success, and everything comes with ease. Breathe. Enjoy being alive.
Absolutely. Why not? So
Right.
listen, and I think we've both agreed we're going to probably have more conversations over time. And, we both welcome people sending us messages, whether it's Facebook or whatever. And I will leave details in the show notes and things like that. And we're more than happy to have more conversations, like I say. But I'd like to end by a question about world peace, because I see your beautiful face. I have no idea how old you are, but I'm guessing you've still got many, 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 many more years to come.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're there and it's, your last moments on earth and you're thinking back, what will have had been your biggest contribution to world peace?
My biggest contribution is bringing people back to understanding that level of love and living it, inviting them to live it, show them how. We live in a place, in a world where we have lots of information, a lot of, we can go on YouTube, we can go and read a book, we can go to beautiful webinar, seminars, courses, classes, workshops. There's so much out there. It's beautiful. We have really, truly an amazing world of information. But when it comes to living it, it's different. My contribution is to bring people, to show them how to live their consciousness and their spirituality in how do we live it in our everyday life, and bring it from that concept of having the knowledge here in our head to expressing it and being it in our daily life activities of business, or again family dynamics. So that's my biggest contribution, and I'm really joyful because I'm in a place right now. It's really not matter of an age, but I'm almost 50 and I'm thinking, wow, if I had to leave today this earth, I've planted my seeds, because I know that what I have been here to pass on has already I have people who are understanding the mission and who are supporting me. I've created a team. I've embraced teamwork on a deep level so that I am not necessary to do what I'm here to do. And this is also another little tip that I want to leave in business or in relationships with our kids, with our family. Don't think you're the only one who can bring something, but it's just a matter of showing, being that role model, as I was saying earlier with the mother. You are this beautiful leader of love, and you show how to dance with life on that beautiful level of success we just talked about. Then your children will be doing the same, and they will be doing the same with their children and with their companies if they build businesses later on. They will infect as well. So for me, my contribution is to show how, not just to teach it. I have this resistance now to the teaching because we have too much. It's too much here. We need to move into the next phase now. We are in an era where we must become what we know, because otherwise we're stuck in the knowledge and we're stuck in the suffering because nothing moves when we know everything here and we still keep doing the old things. So we are living a very exciting time where we are here, all of our generations here, we're here to rebuild a new world where we are taking all of this knowledge, all of the experience also from our parents and grandparents, that we know we've seen they've suffered quite a bit and they have also led our world to be what it is today. We see that it's not quite in balance. We see that there's a lot of things we need to bring love to. So let's now be it, not just talk about it, not just teach it. It's easy to go and say, I've learned something and I just go and pass it on and I'm just, blah, blah things. But we need to live it. And by us being those leaders, living it in our body, in our soul, in our everyday life, in our everyday activities and gesture and words and connections and decisions, then truly, all together, we are creating this new world. And that's how I'm contributing to world peace. This world will be more peaceful when we are living what we know.
And on that note, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to speak with you and to many more conversations.
Yes, thank you, Teresa. I really appreciated the space you gave. And I know we set that up before we started to share. You pointed me into directions, what you wanted to accomplish. And you gracefully gave me that space. I thank you so much. And I do truly hope that I have served everyone who is listening. And yeah, as Teresa said, come and reach out to us, me or her, on Facebook. And if you have questions, we'll joyfully do a second episode for you and answer your specific questions. Lots of love to you all.
Thank you.
Thank you.